Donna here with Sparkle and Sprinkle, and for your October multi-project kit club, we are going to be making a beautiful card filled with goodies. You have your crystal drops, your gilding flakes, your beautiful embellishment mousse, an awesome digital stamp from Sparkle and Sprinkle, 3 microfine glitters, so many goodies, tons of techniques. I'm also going to be going over these 2 different techniques as well with your metal stencil. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Hey everybody, it's Demo Donna here, and we are super excited to be sharing you this month's multi-project kit club. I've listened to your requests and you guys wanted a metal stencil, and this is one of my favorites. I know it's not new, but it's one of my favorites, and I know there's a lot of you out there that don't have any metal stencils, so I figured this is the best way to start with a good classic. So I am going to be doing the technique using the sticker paper, and what you're going to also be receiving in your kit is the very delicious smelling Hawaiian coconut oil soap. So I am going to take my coconut oil soap and I'm going to go right over the front of my stencil, which is going to be fantastic. And this is just like spraying your pan with a nonstick spray. So now that I've covered one side, I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to take a stiff brush and I'm just wiping off any of the little particles of the soap that maybe got caught on the bridges of my stencil. So therefore, I'm not wiping any soap off. I'm just wiping off any little pieces that may have gotten stuck on my bridges, and I don't want them to be stuck onto my permanent adhesive sticker paper. Okay, so now that my stencil is ready to go, I'm going to take my permanent adhesive sticker paper, and it's crack and peel. So I am going to peel all this off. Save your backing, set that down, take my beautiful trees and place those down like so. There we go. And then this is where that backing comes back into play. You don't want to touch any of your adhesive, so I am simply pushing down the back here. There we go. So I just basically made sure that was nice and adhered on. None of my bridges are lifted up, so the glitter is going to run underneath. And then my first step, and this is something a little different than the ones we've done in the past, is I'm going to use some of our gilding flakes. So you're going to receive a little sample portion of the gilding flakes. You can go ahead and add yourself a larger one if you would like, and I'm just going to pounce those onto my tree background here just to add a little touch of gold. So pretty. And you could do this with the silver, you can do this with the rose gold. All of them will look really beautiful in your stencils. Okay, once I have done that, I am going to take my stiffer brush and just kind of wipe it away. As you can see, most of it is then sticking back onto the paper, which is just fine. So it's going to be just like that, which right now looks kind of weird, but it'll look cool in the end. Okay, so next, so you can see I just used a little bit. So even the sample portion that you're going to be receiving, we're going to do that. We're going to shove it all in there. There we go. Okay, so even the sample bit that you're getting is going to be plenty for you to make several of these cards. All right, so next I'm going to be using the glitters. I'm going to start with the marine blue. And I am just kind of doing an organic little throw on there. Then I am going to come in and don't push too hard. I'm going to just lightly tap in because I don't want to scrape off all of that gold into my glitter. So because I just did a gentle one, I'm not contaminating my glitter. Then I'm going to put this back. So make sure then you put away your glitter after each time, because next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glitter resist brush and I'm going to wipe away. And just in case any big chunks of gold come off, I don't want them to go back into my glitter. So for instance, I don't know if you can see, but some of the gold chunks have come off in here. So I'm going to discard this, which is just a little bit, or if you like to save it, you can save it in your little container where you save all your miscellaneous glitters. I know some of you are out there that do that. I know you are. It's okay. Okay, next I'm going to take the Luau green and do the same thing. I'm just kind of do more of an organic throw of color on there. Finger tool. More of like a light pouncing than a heavy pushing. Tap that off. Make sure you clean that up. There we go. Take my glitter resist brush now, and then I could really wipe away. And I didn't really get any gold with that, so I'm going to go ahead and put that back. There we go. And now the last one, I'm going to take the Hyacinth purple, which is really pretty. So these are all microfine glitters. I went ahead and included the 3 colors, and then the last one that we're using is going to be Cloud 9. If you don't have Cloud 9, I highly recommend getting it. It's gorgeous, and it is the microfine glitter. But if you don't have time to order that, or you get your kit and you didn't see the video first and you're watching it now, you can also use Diamond Dust, which came in your kit last month. Or you can use Sparkling Snow, or another one of Sparkle and Sprinkles transparent glitters. Okay, so now we are going to give it one last wipe down with our stiffer brush. And that's just to loosen up any of the gilding flakes that were kind of hanging on still. Okay, there we go. Now a very important trick with removing your stencil is you can pop them out. You can pop out your paper, and then when you go to grab it, there we go. You're going to want to make sure your stencil is flat. So therefore you're not bending your stencil. You can always bend your paper back, but you don't want to bend your stencil. And now I have my beautiful trees with the beautiful gold gilding flakes. And all you have to do is set your stencil up. You don't have to wash it after every use, which is really exciting. And then now I'm going to take my Cloud 9 and just sprinkle a little bit on. Like I said, the Cloud 9 does not come in your kit, but you get the 3 beautiful colors of glitter. Burnish that in. Tap that off. And now if you're making a whole bunch of these, I would just keep this little bit of Cloud 9 and reuse it over and over again because it has some of the Gilding flake residue in it. All right, so now we've got the beautiful background done for our card, which is just gorgeous. I love, so I want to show you too what it looks like without the Gilding flakes. So you can do it either way. And I switched the purple and the green there, so that can obviously change. And this one was a little less zigzaggy. So each one is going to be different. Next, what I'm going to do is I am going to show you something else that you can do with your stencil. I'm going to show you a few different things. But another really cool thing that you can do with your stencil, and you're also going to be receiving the mousse. And this is one of my favorites, and I wanted to include the mousse because we're going to do a little detailing here. And this is a must-have. If you have not used the mousse, check out all the different kinds that we have available at Sparkle and Sprinkle. You're also going to be receiving some of these already pre-stamped for you. The Hello, and this is from the Sunflower Cheer stamp set 916, and this is the digital printout of the Hello, which is going to be a great addition to your card. And I wanted to show you a really fun technique, and I'm just simply going to take my craft mat and what's nice about the mousse and the other technique that I just showed you is there's no dry time. It's all pretty much, well, it's all dry. The glitter's dry, obviously it was never wet to begin with, and this is going to dry quickly. So I've got my stencil, and now I'm going to take my little mister. You can use a squirt bottle, you can use your larger spray bottle. I just like to take my little mister because it's small and this is a small project. And I'm going to take my little palette knife and I'm going to dip right into my mousse. And like a pea size amount. Throw that in there. Drop that in. And then just give it a good shake. And you are just going to shake that up until you have a beautiful gold mist. And you can even take your scrap paper. So I can just take a piece of scrap paper here before I start on my hello, just to show you how awesome this is. I'm really making sure it's shaken up really well. And I think we're good to go, everybody. Take your spritzer, make sure it's not going to spray you in the face. And there you go. It's really light. It's gold. So I'm sure you're like, hey, we can't see it. But I'm going to hold it up, and then I'm going to also show you what it looks like on black paper. So this is the exact same technique I just did on white on black paper. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah, I love it. Beautiful. And then also with the mousse, don't forget the technique of just running your mousse through your stencil, which is another really simple technique that you can also do with everything that you've got in your kit. So that is fantastic. I'm now going to take my little hello and I'm going to mist it. And just like with most misters, there's like a spray, a nice spray if you push it down heavy, or like you get nice little drops. So I just wanted to get a little bit of gold onto my cardstock. Okay, and now you can wipe this down. All right, so I am going to take my beautiful mousse again, and I am going to pull some of this out, and we are going to, and this is the Tonic Studios craft mat, and we do have these available at sparkleandsprinkle.net. Check them out. So I'm going to simply take my mousse and my finger tool, and I'm going to go just do all of my edges. And I'm just dipping right into the gold and getting a little bit on my finger. I'm kind of wiping it off and doing a nice edge to it. You could trim this as well, but I am just going to leave it. Go all around. And this technique too is one of the favorites. The cool thing about this is you could see how nice the mousse works on top of glitter. So this is a full glitter paper, and the mousse is still really pretty and radiant on top of an actual glitter paper as well. And you could stamp on it. You could do a nice solid background of the mousse and just stamp it out, which is really cool. So now I've got a nice background. I just love it. I'm obsessed with gold, so excuse my enthusiasm for all of the gold. I think it looks really cool. All right, so I'm gonna set that aside, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the edging of my hello. To finish up that look. And you can go thick, you can go light, you can use a palette knife like that here if you don't want to use your finger. There we go. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna set this aside. So we have shown you how to use your stencil, how to use your gilding flakes in a different and fun way, how to use your Mr. Tear-ific Tape, and now we are going to put all of this together. And we're just doing it all today. There's no behind the scenes or fast forward. It's just me finding all my products, which is sometimes fun too. Oh, there it is. I put it behind me. Okay, Tear-ific Tape. This is my 1/4 inch, and I'm just going to apply a couple pieces. There we go. From start to finish. And I really hope you guys go to Sparkle and Sprinkles Creative Challenge on Facebook. Check that out. The gorgeous things that everyone is posting on there is really inspiring. Plus, it's fun to see what you guys do with all of your fun Sparkle and Sprinkle products. Set that down. Then we are going to take our hello, and I'm going to pop it up with a couple little these are teeny tiny ones, but we're going to do a little dimensional pop-up action. This is when you want to fast forward. All right. And I'm thinking right about there. There we go. And last but not least, we are going to add some crystal drops. You get one of these new ones. This is Plum Pudding. And I am going to do a couple dots on each side. You could even go in and add some throughout your tree just for a little added dimension, which is kind of fun. Some here and there. And there you go. You've got a really fun, cute, quick, no dry time if you don't add the crystal drops, but just a little dry time with your crystal drops. And there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed this month's multi-project kit club. Remember all of the beautiful different things that you can do with your stencil, using your mister, using your soap, using your sticker paper. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any comments, leave them below, and thanks so much for watching.